I don't even try to do female voices. I shouldn't be trying to do impersonations at all. I'm terrible, but my voice just doesn't go that high. I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna embarrass myself on the internet. Merd. How is it possible to sleep this much each day? How? Well, you see, it's a carefully refined art of years of training. Here, let's do the very best. For once, she's not dreaming about candy. She actually wants. She may do everything wrong, but she has the passion for the job, I guess. Kind of. Maybe. I don't know. Joanna, who's on first? Good morning. Clock does not have a good mounting hand. Recettear, you are the proprietor of an item shop now. You must learn to be responsible and not sleep the day away. So basically what happened there is that whole flashback was her dream. So we're on day 2 now. Just to clear that up. What in the name of heaven are you smiling so much? The smile you had while sleeping is just getting big. It's kind of creepy, actually. Oh, no reason. I just think I saw something nice in my dreams. Dear, let's give it our all. Okay, didn't make this work. Wash yourself and be downstairs. Will do. Day 2! Now I'll get to sell more than one item. I could go buy more stuff, but all I could buy is another loaf of bread, so I'm not gonna bother. So, I have an item shop, and stuff, and it's all cool and awesome. What do I do now? You open it, you dummy! That is up to your judgment. If you sit at the counter, we can open immediately, or we can reorganize, search for new stock, or elsewhere. Yeah, this is where the dungeons come in. A ton of options. How do I choose? It is, as I said earlier, running a place like this is more of an art than it is something you can simply follow a map. Pick something. We will deal with what comes, even if you end up on the street. I'm gonna say this right now. This game is actually absurdly difficult. Sort of. It's absurdly difficult to get through without messing up, but if you do mess up, all that happens is you get sent back to day 2 with all the stuff you accumulated on the way. Like a pseudo-New Game Plus. So even if you mess up horribly, and you really only need to once to get such a huge head start that you can make it through the end. And that's what I did my first time through this game. But since I have a fresh start anyway, I'm going to try to do it the proper way and not start over. That's the only way it's really remotely challenging, unless you get into the post-game challenge modes. Let's see. Well, I guess that was all my stuff yesterday. I don't have enough money to hire an adventurer, I don't think. And I don't think I can even check without losing time. And where's my menu button? I don't remember what my menu button is. Do I not have that as an option yet? I was gonna save, but let's just open the shop. Wait. Nah, events aren't so important right now. I think I can show you those later. See, these are the old men. The guy before wasn't an old man. These guys are much older. Wooden armband. Sure. Let's try. I don't want to go too low because I actually need the money right now. 162. Just combo. Now, the just combo thing, that's what really rakes in the XP. If you have a stream of customers, and apparently no one else wanted anything, the first few days are really slow. Wait, Tier, can you do something? Tier's lectures. You get more. Do I not have the option? Yeah, by the way, this will attract certain types of customers depending on what you do. I never actually paid much attention to it. Because you get guys like the old man no matter what you do. And it doesn't matter who you sell stuff to in this game. I mean, maybe if you're trying to get a certain adventurer to show up, it's important. But here's the merchant levels. Here's where the big money comes in. Like, I mean, obviously not money, but you know what I mean. You need this stuff. This is your starting level, which does nothing. But hey, you have it. When you get to level 2, you can buy stuff from customers. Now, the thing is, it may not always be what you want, but if you don't take it, you ruin the just combo thing, which does get very good, and you can buy stuff from them at like 50%, because just like a normal JRPG, you never get the money you deserve for the items you sell back, and people are used to that. So, like, they'll give you something worth 5,000, and you can take it for 2,500, and then turn around and sell it for 6,000. It's pretty awesome. And it doesn't even take a turn because you're in your shop. So that's a good level to get to. Orders are nice. You get some advance notice, and they're like, we want 3 food items, and then you give them to them, like, a few days later, and it's a guaranteed sale as long as you aren't dumb with the pricing. This opens up inventory you can buy. Fusing items. I never really got into that my first time through. It takes a lot of stuff that you could otherwise sell, and especially if I plan to get through this on one go, I probably won't do much of that. The wallpaper, that affects the chart I showed you earlier. Advance orders. How's that different from this one? Oh, this one just has them walk in and say, do you have food? In case you don't have any out on the storefront. So, it gives you an opportunity to push a specific item on someone, which is pretty nice, but you can't control that. This is the one I was talking about before with groups of 2 or 3 items that they want in like 4 days. Sorry about that. Flooring affects the chart, carpet affects the chart, and you can't even see the rest right now, but it goes all the way up to 50. I don't even think I got that high. And I started it over from day 2 once. So, in a way, I almost went through the game twice. Or 1.5 times, and I still didn't get that high. Most of the important stuff, I think, stops at around here. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that. Let me see if I can go in a dungeon, because I need more stuff. I can easily make back the money I spend, because the first adventurer you run into is very cheap. In a good way. Now, this is a place to buy stuff, like I said. These are events only, so if they aren't flashing, don't bother. And this is the Adventurers Guild, which I want to showcase. I still wish I knew why I couldn't save. That's button 4, that's button 3, that's button 2. There's no button 5. One of those should open the menu for me. But I must not have access to it yet. Anyway, Adventurers Guild. Let's go on a grand adventure. What's this place? This is the Adventurers Guild. Expeditions, abandoned ruins near the city, dungeons. Without approval, adventurers cannot visit. So you don't get to run around as Recettear. No, you can't pick up the stuff. Even though I'm sure she'd be a great fighter with her action hero powers, you can't do it. If we could do that, we could sell everything we get at 100% profit. Still a very good idea. If you wish to do so, we must first hire an adventurer. Just pick anyone. They have to be registered. Few adventurers are willing to risk their lives. So first you have to get to know them by selling them stuff, and then you can hire them. But the first guy is so pathetic you can hire him right away, I believe. And he's actually a pretty balanced guy. He plays a little bit like Link does. So I like using him, actually. Louie's a nice guy. Of your guild membership. This usually takes the form of a card. Yeah, that's the key event. Once they give you their card, then you can use them anytime you want. But you still have to pay them a bit. Actually, I think if you're flat broke, Louie will work for free because he can. just to ensure you're never totally screwed. I mean, you still run into the time limit, but if you somehow lost all your items and have no money to buy more, you have one way out, which is Louie. I forgot about that. Dinner parties usually do not include blood-mad beasts attempting to rip you limb from limb. Well, that sounds like my idea of a dinner party. I need to meet an adventurer. It's not be that difficult. We run an item shop. Oh yeah, I'll do my best to get a dinner invitation. Right. Just be careful that Recettear is not on the menu. Huh? I don't get it. Well, that guy over there. He's so desperate, I'm sure he'll do anything. Listen to me! If I can't work, I can't get the money. And if I can't get the money, I can't get the items. If I can't get the items, apparently I can't work. Ah, yes, modern economic situations. If I had at least a few things, I could at least visit the Hall of Trials. I wonder what's going on. Seems to be a rookie adventurer complaining about his inability to complete the required guild test. Hardly allows anyone in off the street. You can only work after passing a test. Well, the only job with challenges. I have an idea! Well, Dooley, we found our first adventurer. Let's take advantage of this guy like I took advantage of you, because you're both flat broke! Bwahaha! Loan sharks at their finest. Son of a... I burned what cash I had just getting to the city. I don't know what I'll even do for dinner money. Now I'm hungry. By the way, he's always hungry. Poor guy. You there, adventurer with the seedy look. Hey, who you calling seedy? What if I can give him a hick accent? I'm not very good at accents, but I'll try. Well, you two would be... We are a pair of merchants who happen to be passing. Merchants? Oh, you heard me talking. Sorry, but I'm way too broke and seedy to buy anything. Believe me, I could tell by your seedy nature that attempting to sell you anything would be a colossal waste of time. Come on, dear, stop with the seedy already. He isn't a plant. So are you two going to prune me or what here? Would you like it if we came with you to the Hall of Trials? If you require equipment or items, we could provide them. I'd call you a pair of angels then, but why? Business, naturally. We help you pass the trial, you provide us with your card. Oh, I get it. We help Mr. Swordsman clear the dungeon, and then he gives us his card, a sign of our eternal friendship! Or signing your life away, pick one. That's rather irrelevant, but it does work out. What do you say? I see. You guys are pretty new at all of this stuff, too, huh? I don't know why I'm using this accent. I guess he kind of reminds me of Receipt from Trinity Universe. Receipt. That's a different story. Our offer, Mr. Swordsman, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, what? He actually said yes. Ah, great, that ruins the accent. Well, forget what he says. Alright then, heck, I got nothing to lose. Well, aside from my precious life, anyway. Yayifications! It's another word you'll see a lot. Glad to meet you two, I'm Recette, nice to meet you! I'm Tyr. Call me Louie! Louie the Swordsman! Good to meet ya! I just slipped out of the accent. Whatever. Yes, yes. Now then, we will begin all of the preparations for a dungeon visit, including a visit to the central market to pick up food and other restorative items. Oh, crap. I didn't leave much money for that. I'll return for you when you are ready. Right, I'll be waiting here. Crap. I gotta buy some food. Now, I really wish I could save. You know what? We'll be fine. Let's go buy food. Which you have to buy at the market instead of the other guy. And that's also where you get your more esoteric accessories here, is at the market. The Merchant's Guild only gives you weapons and armor. These are useless to buy, they're only for selling. Don't bother. I mean, you could technically buy one and then turn it around and make some money off it, like everything else, but these things suck. You'll end up with a million of these, and like, no one wants these, because it's missing its head. Books can sell. They're generic items, like food. Why is the apple worth more? Oh, it recovers 15, and that recovers 10. Yeah, it's better to just buy a bunch of these. Yeah, that should do. We'll buy 2. I might be able to buy a better sword for him. Probably not. I think the worn sword was 200 gold, so... But we don't waste any turns as long as we don't go back to the shop, so let's just go look. 140. I think that's what he comes with, though. I can give him gloves. Might come with those, too. Crap, I don't know what he comes with. Screw it. It's not that hard for him to survive with what he comes with. I'm just gonna buy more food. And now I'm broke again! Yay! Yeah, see, he comes with all that stuff. Good enough! See, price free, because I can't afford to pay him. And because I'm kind of doing him a favor anyway. Items we want to bring with you. All of these! I'm a little rusty. Okay, let's do it. A Hall of Trials. So this is the dungeon? Just so. Welcome to the jungle, as they say. You know, aren't we gonna hold Louie back here? I mean, I'm not a monster slayer. I'm scared. This was a terrible idea. The money's not white. The money's totally worth it. But as you can see, you have plot armor. Protective field around the two of us. Yeah, the monsters don't even notice you. Just tag along behind Louie. Like, yeah. You're totally fine. But if Louie dies, you have to leave anyway. So don't take that as a sign to be careless. That's amazing. So Louie is perfectly safe too then? No. Why not? It would be too useful. On the field, we do not need to worry about monsters. This is accomplished by making us virtually intangible to everything inside this place. See, Louie has to pick up the stuff too, but it goes to your item bag, so whatever. We can't collect things? Why are we here then? That's why our adventurer remains outside the field. Oh, I see. You pick stuff up for us. Yep. And then you retreat. But you don't die. If you die, you can only bring back one item as opposed to like the 20 you can hold. Never die. It's always worth it to just ignore every enemy and run for it. Yeah, explains that too. One item at most. I'll elaborate further. Don't worry about it, hand wave it. We have magic. We can bring as much as our bags will allow us to carry. Well, you can't carry everything. KOD! Let's get to it. I only brought bread, so no, don't try to equip the bread. Alright, so. That's still not the menu. Is the C button not my menu button? Did I switch that along the way? I might have to look at that at some point if I can't open my menu. I kinda need that. Actually, hold on, guys. I don't even know if I can open that while I'm in the game. That might be a problem. I can start hitting random buttons. Oh, right, escape is... I feel dumb now. I can save in here, I think. Save as it was prior to entering. That's fine. I just wanted to save.